What is up, Retromaniacs? My name is Mike. His name's EP. His name's Joe Day. And we're not here to give you one. We're not here to give you two. We're here to give you 3 cards you need for your retro PC. Before I start today, I'm going to give you a little reminder, though. 8 o'clock tonight on this very channel. Make sure you check it out. We have a new episode of 8 Questions dropping with the guys from Silver Sports. Wow, is all I'm going to say about this one. Don't miss it. It's
supersized.
Supersized. Double, triple XL, whatever you want to call it. It's a long one, and it's a great one, and it's highly entertaining. Make sure you check that out because I'm going to be watching you guys. You didn't know we could see you from this side of YouTube, and we know what you're doing while you're watching us.
Oh, God, is that true?
My card this week, I like to find, I don't own this card, but I want to own the card because I just found this. It is a Hall of Fame baseball player, the 1999 Fleer Sports Illustrated Greats of the Game Bob Gibson autograph. This is a sin. This card is $20 to $25. You can get one for $20. Look at that. It's an actual autograph of an actual baseball player that's in the Hall of Fame. There's one for $29, I think, on ComC right now. There's a couple, they may have ended by the time you watch this, but you could get them for $20 to $25 consistently, and there's a lot of them out there. You find them on eBay quite a bit. So what a crazy, he passed away in 2020, so he's no longer around. Autographed of a deceased Hall of Famer, 2-time Cy Young Award winner, 2-time World Series MVP, and he may have had the greatest pitching season ever of a player in Major League Baseball in the modern era. In 1968, let me read this, 22-9 with a 1.12 ERA, 268 strikeouts, 13 shutouts, and 28 complete games. I don't know how you lose 9 games with a 1.12 ERA, but just one of probably the most dominant season for a pitcher ever. $20 to $25. What are we even doing? What are we doing? There are cards that aren't even numbered of like backup quarterbacks that are worth.
I have a lot to say about this, not specifically about the card, which does sound cool. Is it one of those Sports Illustrated that you had to get out of the magazine, or was it like a pack pool?
No, they were in the late 90s. Fleer had a thing with Sports Illustrated.
Okay,
entire set. Yeah,
it was a great set and like a regular active players at the time set.
Okay. So what I do want to say is to your question about how can someone have an ERA that low and lose that many games? Ask Joe Burrow this season. who has like 30 points a game, and for some reason there's still 8-9 losses already. And I'm going to give you the same piece of advice that I gave this guy for his lesser podcast. When you're going to start talking about baseball statistics, put a warning across the screen. You never know if someone's driving, they might fall asleep. So I just wanted to give you that. But that being said,
nice show.
Yeah. That being said,
where is that? Look at that. Mike's retro.
I know. That's why I try and get a suit every week, so it wouldn't affect us. Anyway, what I will say specifically about this card is it's a crime that players like this, EP talked about Nolan Ryan, how he's got the buzz, he's got the pop. He was in the commercials with the what was it, like the stuff for his elbow,
Advil.
Yeah, whatever it was, but and he had all sorts of commercials. He was a pop culture thing. So he got the buzz. Some of these other players who were just as good didn't. So yeah, it's definitely a shame.
Yeah, 100%. Bob Gibson was one of the most feared pitchers ever. My dad was a giant Cardinals fan, and Bob Gibson was his favorite player by far, and he used to talk about him all the time. About it. Probably specifically about that season, just because that is such a ridiculous. Those numbers are just outrageous. But yeah, so to be able to get an autograph of a player like that, like you said, Mike, you're paying $30 for some backup second baseman who will never.
We have spent $30 on blasters that are way worse. Check out my Retail Rips videos. Can you make a profit videos? You'll see a lot of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, EP. What do you have for us this week?
All right, I have one that is not one that I was going through my PC box trying to find something for the show. Last second I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot we got to do 3 cards, which we do every week, but I forget every week. Anyhow, 2000 Bowman Chrome Shattering Performers Tiki Barber card. Shattering Performers, really cool insert set from back in the day. I actually forgot about this card. I just really think it's a cool card. SP11. It's like a $3 to $5 card. You can probably get it for the refractor list for $175 on Trading Card Database. But it's a really cool set. Kind of it's like a cracked ice without the actual cracked ice kind of look. So, and of course, one of my favorite players.
Of course, yeah. I think you're trying to catch up with the number of Tiki Barber cards you're using to your.
I was thinking the same thing.
But those are cool, and like I don't see a lot of those, considering how much of that era stuff I go through. I don't see a lot of those cards.
I'm impressed that he's in his Giants uniform, because I know you're a big fan of the college uniform Tiki Barber cards. But what I will say is, did you pull that from a Packy P?
I can't remember if I did or if it was one that I got after the fact.
I only asked because 2000 Bowman, you may want to see if there's any other cards in that stack.
I do have some 2000 Bowman for sure. I do have some 2000 Bowman. I do not have that one. I don't have that one you're talking about. Yeah.
You should buy a box and try and find it, and try and pull a Tiki Barber. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah,
it is a cool insert. I do not remember that card at all. I don't remember that insert set at all. But I only had a little stack of Bowman and Bowman Chrome, a little stack from 2000.
I checked TCDB. There were no odds, but I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like there are some of them out there for sure on eBay, but I don't remember them being like I've been going through the same thing like Mike said. I've not seen a lot of them myself either from that set.
All right, Joe, wrap us up.
I don't know if you boys know this, but about a week ago today, the new Superman trailer dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and holy crap, was it awesome. I'm like,
be good.
Someone made a comment like complaining about, saying, oh, looks like it's just going to be Superman of the Galaxy, and it's just going to be James Gunn doing the same thing. I go, your point?
Yes, bring it.
Take my money now.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah, I guess
I'll pay extra for that.
Yeah, I guess that's a bad thing. But it made me think I need to do a super. I've done it. I'm catching up with Ken Griffey Jr. with my Superman cards that I've been doing. But I'm going to go with 1993 DC Cosmic Teams. That's the second series of the DC Cosmic cards. Superman hologram card. I own this card. It's a beautiful card. I own this card, but it's in a binder. You know how I am. I'm not pulling it out of the binder. But I own this card. It's one of my favorite holograms because as you tilt it, this set of holograms was way better than the previous set, because as you tilt it, you can see through the wall. Like he's using his X-ray vision to see Lois being chained up and with a bomb next to her. Yeah, I didn't know where that was going at first either. I was like, I couldn't think of the word for bomb for some reason. So I'm like, I really need to. Chained up in peril with a bomb next to her. Off the rails. Silver Sport has leaked into 3 cards, is all I'm going to say, because this feels like that conversation. But anyway, you turn it like the perfect way, and his suit's blue, his cape's red. It's just an absolutely beautiful card. Smartly, back in the day, Impel and Skybox just said no guarantee on hologram. So who knows? You got like 2 or 3 per box. I have one. I had multiple ones. It's a great set. I love this hologram way better than the previous year's hologram. So yes, in honor of Superman, the new movie, James Gunn's going to kill it. I guarantee it. It looks so amazing. Fingers crossed.
I hope he does like that. I mean, I'm excited about it. That trailer was amazing. Using the little Superman theme music for it, like for parts of it, like themes on it, was just amazing. But anyhow, for this card, like we talked before about the holograms, and some of them they're really rough to be able to try to see the holograms. So to be able to see the colors on the cape and all that sort of stuff, and actually see it really well, that says a lot about it. And also, like, it sounds like a pretty iconic type of card for a fan of Superman, and hopefully new fans that might be made by this upcoming.
All the holograms that year were, if you remember, Mike, they had like 3D effects in some of them. They had that where you turned it. It was almost like a lenticular card plus a hologram somehow. It was very neat.
And Isn't Superman the first set they're putting out for DC? I think Fleer Ultra Superman.
Wait, where's my wallet? I need to console it right now.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start a PC of Crypto, the Super Dog.
I looked to see if there was a crypto card for this episode, and I could not find one. So unfortunately,
well, they will make them. I'm sure.
Crypto rookie card coming right now. Coming right.
And they do. I'm sure they have the cards, but not in the '90s set that I was looking at, or the couple of sets I was looking at.
But those holograms were fantastic. They did really cool stuff. And the great thing was, your mom and dad couldn't see what Lois Lane was doing behind that wall because they couldn't see it until they turned it the right way.
It was a whole different world before the internet, my friends.
The '90s were great.
Yeah. That Sears Christmas catalog.
What a time to be alive. Yeah. Wow, we are off the rails.
Off the rails.
That's a lot of fun. Again, speaking of off the rails, check out 8 questions tonight because it is way off the rails.
Way off the
But
rails.
highly entertaining. You guys did a great job this week. I want to thank you once again. This is our last show of the year. I want to thank you for doing such a great job. I think it is, right? Yeah, that's right. I want to thank you guys for doing such a great job on this show every week. You make
A
my
contract
week.
extension?
No, not even close.
No.
Not a
All right. Well,
we're looking for new work in 2025.
yeah. If anyone's looking for a couple of co-hosts, let us know. I mean,
Jim and Ernie will be here next week. So. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. We'll see you next week.
maybe.
See you guys.